The speed gear is arguably the best gear in the game, so let me show you how you can make the best out of this gear, and at the end of the video I will share a top secret strategy which the Brawl Stars gods gave me. Let's begin. First, let's start with the basics. The speed gear increases your brawler's movement speed when they are in bushes. In other words, when you're in a bush, you'll move faster. As simple as it may sound, it's actually much more complex than that. Now, the tip which your grandma will tell you is that
you should use the speed gear on bushy map.
Thank you, Grandma. I could have never thought of this. Well, other than Snake Prairie, no map is really considered bushy. So I divided the use of speed gear into two parts, the game mode specific use and the map specific use. First, let's talk about the game mode specific use, meaning which game modes are best suited for the speed gear. Out of the 6 main 3v3 modes, Gem Grab, Brawl Ball and Heist is where the speed gear works best. Whether it's to quickly collect the gem and get out, to sneak past the enemy and score a quick goal, or to run your way to the heist safe, the speed gear can do wonders in such situations. But a lot of the times, the use comes down to the map you're playing instead of the game mode. Some maps such as Double Swoosh, Sneaky Fields or Canal Grande have bushes all over the place. But for some other maps such as Parallel Plays, there's a big difference between the amount of bushes on one lane versus the amount of bushes on the other lane. So, how do you know when to use what gear? The answer comes before the match even starts. If you're playing with your friends, which you should be because randoms are dumb, you should always make a plan with your teammates and discuss who will go to which lane. If you are the person who will go to the lane with a lot of bushes, pick the speed gear. If you are going to the lane with minimal amount of bushes, don't pick the speed gear. If you can properly understand what I told you, it will blow your mind. Now comes the elephant in the room, or should I say elephant in the bushes. Which brawlers are the best for the speed gear? As a general rule of thumb, you should not use the speed gear for the brawlers who have less than 4000 health, but this is more general scenario. As for more specific scenarios, there are a few brawlers which work like bread and butter with the speed gear. And the first brawler being Ems. The mechanics of her attack is what makes the speed gear so useful on her. If you add the increased damage from her bad karma star power, Ems can become a damage machine when combined with the speed gear. We have another machine, but this time a walking pool of health, and that is Rosa. There is nothing more scarier than a Rosa in the bushes. She can slow you down with her gadget, she can heal in bushes with her star power, and if you add the damage gear, she'll run up to you even quicker. Rosa with speed gear is a nightmare to deal with. Speaking of nightmares, the nightmare of all players is Pro. Now when I said you should not use the speed gear on brawlers with less than 4000 health, Pro is a big exception. His very fast speed combined with the speed gear makes him ultra fast that it feels like he's joined the Matrix. Another brawler with a very fast movement speed is Surge. I know, Surge doesn't have a very fast movement speed, but that's just the case at level 1. When you upgrade him to level 2, his speed becomes just as fast as Crow or Leon. Add the speed gear on top and the next thing you know, he's in your face and you're dead. The same thing happens with Ash. Though his speed can be very minimalistic, yes, that's a word, at max range, he cannot be stopped. If you can stay in the bushes with max rage, you're gonna be dodging shots left and right, and when the enemy gets too close, you unleash the power of your broomstick and they're gone. Now, you just saw that Surge and Ash both don't have a fast speed at start, but when they get the respective speed boost, they can change the game. Then it begs the question, do other speed boosts stack on top of the speed gear? To find out the answer, I searched through Reddit, and thanks to the user Geometry Emperor, I found some interesting facts, and I tested them. The boosts from the speed gear do not stack on top of other speed boosts. However, whatever speed boost is larger gets applied. For example, the speed gear boosts speed by 20%, and some speed boosts have a smaller speed boost than 20%. And some speed boosts, for brawlers like Cold, BB, Grom, and Amber, their speed boost abilities have a lower percentage than 20%. Hence, if you use the speed gear, these abilities will not be useful because the speed gear has a larger boost. Whereas for 8-bit, El Primo, Rico, Max, Leon, their abilities actually have a higher percentage than 20%, so the speed gear does not affect them whatsoever. And for Jackie, the speed boost from her gadget is the same as the speed gear, so it doesn't have any impact. These facts are good and all, but not everyone has a max speed gear with the 20% boost. So, should you invest your scrap and tokens into upgrading the speed gear? And the answer is, it depends. First of all, let me tell you, a level 1 speed gear absolutely sucks. The speed boost you get is not even noticeable with the level 1 speed gear. I would recommend you to never keep your speed gear at level 1, at least upgrade them to level 2. If you are using the speed gear on a very fast or fast moving brawler, you should keep it at level 2. However, for brawlers with a normal movement speed, level 2 gear works just as fine, but I would heavily prioritize having a level 3 gear on a normal movement speed brawler as soon as possible. I know your brain is probably exploding, so now I have an easy but effective strategy which can make good use out of the speed gear. What if you could have the boost from the speed gear anywhere on the map you want? Well, think again. It's possible, using none other than Rudra's Grow Light gadget. On maps such as Hard Rock Mine, if you place down bushes in front of your own bushes, your teammates will love you for the free speed. Give the strategy a try and see how powerful it really is. Another brawler which works really well with the speed gear is Nita, but there are a few mistakes which people often make with Nita. To find out what those mistakes are, click the video on the screen. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.